This session is tackling the idea of discipline. And I know this is an area a lot of leaders kind of get scared in because they don't quite know how to manage a group. And this info was actually a game changer for me leading a junior high group a few years back. So a lot of times a student is just acting out because they want to get a reaction out of you. They want to get a rise out of you. Don't give in. You'd be so surprised how far kindness goes, how much de-escalating a situation goes, and patience. That goes so far with these students. And so if you don't react, they will respond and kind of meet you in that area of calmness. The perfect example is one time a student called me a really mean name, and I just said, "Hey man, why'd you call me that? I don't call you that." And he went, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And so reacting with kindness and kind of having that be a word that is reverberating in your head goes a long way. So let students know you believe in them, that you expect appropriate behavior. Low or no expectations is a common mistake. They will rise up to meet that expectation. So say something like, "Hey, I believe we can talk about deep things for 15 minutes without you guys messing around or hitting each other. I believe that that's who you can be and that's who you are." And then also communicate clearly with them. You don't want a lot of rules, and you definitely don't want to waste your rules, but it's really good to have 2 goals and 2 rules. I typically will say, "Hey guys, the goals for this group for me is I want you guys to have fun and I want you to think." 2 goals. The 2 rules are don't talk when others are talking and respect each other. You will be amazed how far just those 2 goals and those 2 rules actually carry your group in being able to pay attention. And you can kind of revisit those. So when they're acting out, go, "Hey guys, remember, this is just 2 rules. Don't talk when others are talking, respect each other. You guys can do this, I believe in you." And then jump back in. There may be times you need to be a little bit more specific with a certain student when they're disrupting the group constantly. Follow up with that student specifically after. Maybe pull them inside and say, "Hey, when you're doing this, honestly, it disrupts the whole group and it makes me feel a little bit angry. I really care about you. I like you a lot. I'm glad you come, but I also love the other students. And I can't allow the behavior of one student to affect the others. I know you understand this. I'm so glad you're here and I look forward to seeing you next week." The truth is you have the authority and responsibility to ask them to stop, but do it with tact and love and pray for boldness. Be sure to have relational equity with them so you can be able to pull from it when there's a moment you have to discipline these students. And usually in the very beginning session of every group semester, we create a mission statement where we sit down and we go, "Hey guys, when we leave this group at the end of the school year, what would you hope to get from it?" And they begin to answer, "Man, I'd love to create some new friends. I'd love to be able to open up. I'd love to talk about life and what's really going on inside." And you actually write those down. That becomes your group mission statement. You can revisit that and go, "Hey guys, are we doing this? Hey guys, when you're doing that, that actually gets in the way of these things happening." You can go back to that mission statement. But the heart behind discipline is this. You want your students to know and become loving disciples of Christ. And a lot of times that comes from seeing your love. Be sure to just be talking with God along this entire journey as you're loving on students from a place of loving God.